Hey friends, this video is for the teenagers, the young men in your life. And if you're a young man watching this is something that I wrote for my son. First, we were on a walk together and this was the conversation that we had. And then I came home and I wrote it out so I could share it and also print it out so he could have it in life too to refer it back to. So I'll also put a link to it if it's something that you want to print out and give to someone in your life. So it goes like this. Now that you're a teenager, there's a different kind of conversation we get to have. One that is not just about rules or responsibilities, but what it means to grow into a man in this world. There are a lot of people who look like men on the outside, but inside, they're still very much boys. Emotionally and spiritually, they have not matured. They have grown older, but not necessarily deeper. And a part of what I share with you now is how you can begin to grow deeper, how you can become a man, not just in body, but in soul. One of the first things to understand is intention, why you are doing what you're doing, and where you are trying to go in this life. Because life is not just about money or fun or even having a beautiful partner. Those things can bring a type of happiness, and there's nothing wrong with them. But there is another kind of happiness that lives deeper and is not dependent on everything going right on the outside. To give you a baseline example of a feeling you may have experienced, but that you have the ability to go beyond. Sometimes you feel it when you hug someone you love or when you snuggle the dog and feel that calm, peaceful warmth. That is a glimpse of something greater, a light that lives inside you, a love that is not temporary or dependent on circumstances. The amazing thing is, you can actually grow that light. You can live from it. It can become part of who you are. How? It starts with who you choose to be. That may sound so simple, but it is actually one of the most powerful things in life. Every day, you are choosing how to respond to the world around you, and those choices shape your inner world, your character, your energy, and eventually your destiny. You can think of it like a piano. Life is made up of many notes, some deep and heavy, some light and uplifting. People who are stuck in anger, addiction, blame, or selfishness tend to live in the lower notes. You can feel it when you're around them. There's a heaviness. It is hard to breathe around that kind of energy. But some people live in the lighter notes. Kindness, clarity, strength, and steadiness. They bring peace with them. They make you feel seen, calm, understood. Those people do not get there by accident. They have made inner choices again and again that lift them. When you choose what notes you play, not just by your mood, you build these higher notes through virtues. These are the qualities of the soul. Let me give you a few real examples. When you feel hurt by someone, but you pause and breathe and try to understand why they may have acted that way, that is compassion. You have lifted the note from reaction to understanding. When you are at school and someone is being picked on, and instead of ignoring it, you offer kindness or even walk with them so they are not alone, that is empathy in action, and that is courage too. When you are frustrated but you do not snap, and you choose to stay steady, to breathe, to speak with care, that is patience, and patience is strength. That is you being the one who holds a calm center rather than spreading more chaos. When you do what is right even when no one is watching, when it would be easier to lie or take a shortcut, that is integrity. Every time you choose that, you shine a little more. And here's the deeper truth. As you build these soul qualities in yourself, something happens. Your presence begins to change. You become someone people feel safe around, inspired by, and comforted by. That light inside you does not stay small. It begins to radiate outward. That light will touch your friends, helping them to feel more confident, more respected, and more themselves. It will shape your relationships so that when you love someone, it is not from neediness or control, but a place of wholeness and care. It will influence your coworkers because you will bring clarity and steadiness into situations that others might make worse through ego or drama. And eventually it extends to your community through how you listen, how you speak, and how you act in the world. Your energy becomes something people lean on, even if they do not know exactly why. You become a source of light, whether you use those words or not. And the secret most people do not realize is this. If you live this way long enough, there comes a tipping point. Something shifts. That light that you have been building is no longer something you just feel in certain moments. It becomes more constant. There is a joy, a spiritual love, a sense of peace, and a presence that fills your days. You feel connected. not just to people, but to something greater than yourself. This is what it means to be a man of soul, not a man of the world, but a man of depth, of purpose, of light. And it starts with your intention in who you are choosing to be each day.